So this is today's job. While taking the car for MOT, the rear brake wouldn't lock out, so the tester pushed so hard he blew the seal on the front caliper. So I'm going to change the front caliper and change the rear wheel cylinder. I've already done one, I'm just going to do the other one, and that should cure our fault. So that's the brake pipe clamped up, and I just undo the brake pipe and whip the caliper off. Of course you're thinking, well, why don't you just do the seals on it? Well, for 60 quid delivered very next day from Big Red, why would you bother? Yeah, so don't forget the little lock tabs here. It can be a bit of a pain to get bent out of the way. So I'm looking at this disc and there's no brake fluid has touched it. You can see where this is the seal here that gave out, but there's no oil, brake fluid oil on those pads. So I think they'll go again, which I think I'm going to do. Yeah, they look fine. All right, I'll swap everything over, see how it looks. Always worth lining up both calipers, checking they're the same, checking that the holes are on the right side, bleed, screw. Yeah, all looks the right one. Sliders and split pins look like they'll go again, which is lucky because that stops me having to go and ferret and try and find some. Probably got some in the attic, probably somewhere. So nice and easy, bolt off, bolt on, all buttoned up. Just got to do the tags again, securing tags. Investigating the one I took off, which is probably about 10 years old. I don't know. This piston here looks nice and clean. However, you can see this one literally has quite a bit of rust, and to me it looks like maybe it had been leaking for a while, not just literally gave up on the MOT tester ramp. But I guess I'll never know, but I'm happy that I don't have to mess about with this one and start fiddling about with seals when you can just buy one next day from Big Red. Not sponsored. So visually, nothing wrong with this one at all. But this is the one that the MOT tester said he couldn't lock out back left. So I am just going to change that piston anyway. Brake cylinder, not piston. Everything else looks good. If nothing else, it's worth it just to get rid of these little 8mm swines that seem to just thread as soon as I look at them. So I'm going to be replacing those. So they are 6mm bolts. It's just the head size is different. Yeah, I'm much happier with those tiny little ones. They just keep threading on me. So that's both back wheel cylinders replaced and the front that leaked. I've just remembered to take off my brake clamps, and so I'll bleed it and take it for a test drive, I think. I've got to say, me and the MOT man, Mark's his name, we think this is a really weird setup. So I asked on the Ford Cortina Facebook page, and that's standard, that's how it should be. but I'm thinking, would it be more efficient if I put a T-piece in? I know it's a subtle mod, but the way the brakes work is it has to go clamp the left before it can brake the right. So I don't know, seems a bit of a weird setup, that Ford. There's the aftermath. Carnage. And the other side for good measure. Right, I'm going to button up because it started to rain. Well, sadly, rain stops play. It's absolutely bucketing it down. Oh, might as well just leave all this out. When you're wet, you're wet.